Welcome back to the series on the hidden gems of England. Today I'm in the vibrant cosmopolitan city of Leeds. Leeds is now recognised as a great short break destination. It was recently voted one of the UK's top 10 cities by the readers of Condé Nast Traveller magazine, who know what they're talking about. Today I plan to battle through the Tudor ages, enjoy the sumptuous surroundings of a neoclassical stately home, take tea amid Victorian splendour, and check out the fashionable shopping districts of Leeds. Paul Smith wrote in to tell us Leeds has everything. Let's put that theory to the test. Long before Leeds became an economic powerhouse, it was a religious powerhouse, notably here at Kirkstall Abbey, built in the 12th century by Cistercian monks. Considering it was dissolved by Henry VIII nearly 5 centuries ago, and various bits have been taken away for other building projects, the Abbey is in remarkably fine condition. Indeed, it's so well preserved you get a really strong sense of what life may have been like for medieval monks. Today, Kirkstall Abbey is sandwiched between a railway line and the busy A65, but that's better than it used to be. For centuries, the main road to Leeds ran straight down the middle. Kirkstall has an extra dimension. The old Abbey Gatehouse has been converted to a fascinating museum of Victorian life. Anyway, I must get out of this habit. And take up arms. They call the Royal Armouries Museum dangerously entertaining. I think I've had enough danger for now. And indeed, besides being an expert swordsman, you're also an interpreter here. Yep. So tell me, what are the Royal Armouries and why are they here in Leeds?
The Royal Armouries in Leeds came here in '96. A lot of it was originally in the Tower of London. The Royal Collection has basically stayed in that famous White Tower, and the rest has come to this purpose-built museum, where we've been able to redisplay so much. And the job of the interpreters is to try and bring all those things behind those glass cases out and bring them alive. So as you saw a little earlier, we were demonstrating combat, we would do acted pieces, and in this beautiful Oriental gallery here, we try and tell stories from around the world. So a very lucky man, really, to be able to interact with this fantastic world collection.
Well, after all that close quarters conflict, I'm going to try and find something a little more sedate. Kevin Hodgson wrote in to tell us about Harwood House, 9 miles north of Leeds and close to the village of Harewood. Kevin says this magnificent 18th century country house is the ideal place to wander and watch the world go by. The house was built with the proceeds from the West Indian sugar trade, and it's one of the treasure houses of England. Imagine having the job of having to look after all this. Who'd want to do that? Well, Anna Robinson, who is head of house and collections.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I promise not to break anything if I possibly can. Anna, England has plenty of country houses. What makes Harwood special?
Harwood is one of the finest country houses in Britain. I think it was the collaboration between so many great artists and craftsmen of the day, including Thomas Chippendale, John Carr, Robert Adam and Lancelot Capability Brown, amongst others.
From old masters to modern treasures. As befits Yorkshire's cultural hub, Leeds has a world-class collection of art. It's particularly strong on sculpture, celebrating local heroes like Barbara Hepworth and Henry Moore, who studied at the School of Art. Not forgetting my personal favourite, Anthony Gormley. 125 years ago, Leeds was one of the greatest cities in the British Empire. To celebrate, they opened this magnificent reading room under the watchful eye of some great writers and philosophers. Somehow, In the 20th century, the beauty was lost. It was turned into a library, and only in the 21st century was the innate glory of these wonderful marble columns and thousands of beautiful tiles rediscovered. Yes, Paul Smith is quite right. Leeds has pretty much everything. And Paul, how much more activity can you pack in to a single day?
There's Clarence Dock, a £250 million waterside development and home to the Royal Armouries Museum I visited earlier. And of course, not to be missed out is the beautifully restored Corn Exchange, a must for all food lovers.
Richard Camage wrote in to tell us about the Victoria Quarter, a collection of atmospheric arcades that stands where once there were slaughterhouses. The architect, Frank Matcham, used a combination of marble, mosaics and imagination to create a place that's now home to more than 75 designer stores. And the Victoria Quarter also boasts the biggest stained glass roof in Europe.